under the orange periapsis for quick. Anyway. What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today, we're going to be doing science collecting. So the rocket pod from the last episode landed safely, gave us about 100 science, and with that I bought 2 more science nodes, I believe. And those science nodes will allow us to create a temporary rover, which will then let us go around the KSP launch areas and gain science from all of them using mystery goos, science juniors, thermostats, barometers, crew reports, EVA reports, and ground samples, or surface samples. Last episode was pretty successful overall with science. And this episode is aimed at, gaining science so that I can put a space station in orbit. So I'm pretty excited. Overall, quicker episode today, just about 7 minutes or so. But gotta keep the series moving. So right here, I struggled with putting the batteries inside of this. I was confused as to what to do because it just was not sitting right, but I figured it out in the end. And then I put Bill Kerman, the scientist, inside so I could reset the Science Junior, and then it was off to the races. Though these tires, I had to alter how they were facing every single time. I don't know why they were like this, but they just were. But so build's right there. It kind of looks like a hamster on wheels, but it works. So I started off by first seeing if I had done a Science Junior on the track. I did. I moved on to the administration building to do all that. I gained some, I believe, mystery goo and such while I was in this grassland, because I did not do that in the episode prior in my science rocket hopping video. But here I did all my science real quick. Made sure to collect the data from the pod and from the Science Junior and reset it. And then I kept on driving along over here to the astronaut complex. Cooked up. And then after the astronaut complex, I headed on over to research and development area so that I could gain science there. However, I did flip, but that didn't matter because I was going to reset anyway, so I could start at the rocket launch pad. So once I got all my science, I pulled my my craft back, or I recovered it. Sorry, I got about 100 science from that, and then I moved onward. I made sure I had everything set, and then I moved onward to the rocket launch pad. However, I did accidentally mess up by putting Jebediah Kerman inside of the cockpit instead of Bill Kerman, so I had to revert back to the spacecraft assembly area, so I could, no, it's not Bill, it's Bob, I'm sorry, Bob Kerman, so I could reset my Science Juniors here. So I did this on the walkway, and then I did it at the rocket building facility, and then I moved on to the research and development area. Just sped along, reset everything. my way over to the rocket building over here, I rolled over, but it's all good. I recovered all my science, so we're good. I just spawned back on the launch platform and I drove over to the watch building and the spaceplane hangar and collect the last bits of science. And then I was ready to move on to buying some more science nodes. I believe I bought 2 in total, because I ended up having around 209 science. So I bought one that was worth 140, I believe, and then one that was worth no, not 140. I bought one that was worth 90. I know that much, and maybe it's 290s. But yeah, we'll see right here. I bought. Or I took a look at 273, 23. I don't remember what that is. I took a look at the uh, electronics boost. I decided I did not want to do that, though it could be helpful. And then I also took a look at a different one, but I did end up getting the advanced um, exploration, so I could get that lab. And then I also ended up getting the what was it called? The landing. So I could, or no, not landing. Whichever one comes with the clamp, like docking port junior thing, miniaturization. And then I started up the rocket build for my orbiting space station. As you see, I have a command pod there that will be able to detach, and then I will just eventually just have an orbiting space station where Bob and Bill Kerman can do science on it, science experiments. Yeah.